Hey everybody, this is Chad the Gaming Dad here once again with another Friday Father Knows Best. And this week, honestly, didn't really have a huge topic to talk about. I'm not going to sit here and do what everybody else does and go through all of this crazy drama stuff and things about movies and everything. If you want all that, there's plenty of it out there. Pretty much the only thing I could think of all week is last week I went to Retro Fest, and I don't know how it is for all of you guys out there, but for me personally, I've always been the kind of guy that, I had friends in high school and through college, people that I would play games with, especially during that time, high school for sure, middle school, all that kind of stuff. We were always hanging out at each other's houses and playing Nintendo and stuff. And then as I got into college, there were still some people that wanted to play. Mainly it was just like sports games and stuff. And then, which aren't bad, by the way. You're allowed to like sports games and other games, so you can like them all. But what I'm getting at is as you get a little bit older, you find that more and more you're playing video games by yourself. I mean, all the new releases, not all the new releases, but a lot of the new releases that come out, it's almost like developers think that gamers travel in packs of like 10 or 12 all the time because, all these online shooters and everything, they want you to go ahead and, okay, just round up 5 or 6 of your buddies, just go ahead and round up some people here. Well, no, you can't do that. Like in Destiny, you can only do certain things if you already have a team ahead of time and stuff. I'm telling you, man, I still haven't even played through a bunch of stuff on Destiny because I didn't have a set fire team or whatever. I've tried the websites where you link up with people and stuff like that, but ultimately it's just complete random people and not a lot of teamwork going on, and you kind of feel, at least for me, you kind of feel a little bit, awkward in that situation because you don't know them, you don't know how they've played before, you don't want to mess up, you don't want to, ruin the whole run. I've had things where I made simple mistakes before, and people are yelling at you online, telling you they're going to boot you out of the game and stuff like that. Anyway, with all that said, with all that in mind, when I went to Retro Fest last week and to some other conventions and things like that, I kind of had a realization that we're not alone. In fact, there's a lot of people just like us out there. All of us feeling like we're very alone, sitting by ourselves, playing our games and things like that. But in reality, there's a lot of us doing the same thing, and everybody's probably saying the same thing. Geez, I wish I could have some people that I could get together and play some games with. And I know there are people out there who do have groups that do have these fire teams and all that stuff. But once you get to be a certain age, once you're into your adulthood and you start having more responsibilities and stuff, it's tougher to find more people that, you can link up with. So what I'm here to tell you is the thing that I found going to Retro Fest and the thing that I found at other conventions and things like that is just, you kind of have to get out of your comfort zone just a little bit and go out and meet some people. You don't have to go to a convention and spend hundreds of dollars or whatever and buy a bunch of video games. You don't have to do that because really you could just go and hang out and talk to people. You could spend all day sitting there talking about games with people who actually aren't bored by the conversation. I mean, how many times have you tried to tell some of your other friends about the latest game or some kind of, secret that you found or some sort of controversy that's going on, and they just sit there like, oh my God, this guy's talking about games. He won't shut up about games. Happens to me, Sometimes I like to sit at my desk here right now and talk to you guys about games and just keep going on and on. It's just really nice to go somewhere where you see other people that are, like-minded, people that think like you. And it's funny because some of the stuff that you do, okay, so take for example me, that like on my phone, when it rings, it's Metal Gear. It sounds like when someone's calling Snake, right? And I made that ringtone myself. I thought it was going to be cool and everything, and Here I go to like a convention and there's other people that have the same ringtone. They thought the same thing. You know, that's what I'm getting at, is that you're not alone. You're not the only person who thinks like that. In fact, there's probably way more people than you know that are into the same things that you are. I mean, there's a reason these games sell like crazy. There's a reason it's such a huge industry, and it can't just be because of kids are playing it and adults don't play it or whatever. I mean, come on. Everybody's into video games in one way or another, and a lot of stuff is being sold to a lot of different people. So, next time you have a chance, if there's a convention in town or whatever, go ahead and go to the thing. Walk around. Talk to people, because you know going in that the other people that are there are way into video games just like you. Otherwise, why would they be there? No one's going to shun you. No one's going to treat you like you're some sort of dork or nerd or whatever, because they're there for the same reason. They're the same kind of person. So my theory in life, whenever there's something that you really want to do, something that you wish would happen, like, oh man, I wish this would happen, you kind of have to invite yourself to the party. That's what I always say. Invite yourself to the party, because no one that's already doing the things that you would like to be doing, they don't know that you want to do them. In fact, a lot of them might think that you don't want to do them because you haven't asked or whatever. You know, you don't want to bother people, but at the same time, you kind of have to invite yourself to the party and say, hey, you guys are doing this thing? That's pretty cool. Do you mind if I come? There's really nothing wrong with that. In fact, that's going to make you a lot happier in the long run. And I'm here to tell you that for me personally, doing this channel and going out and meeting people at conventions, or just talking to people when I'm out shopping at a game store, I've met a lot more friends, and I actually now am starting to have more people that I can hang out with, play games with, and just really, enjoy myself. I mean, we all love these video games and stuff so much. It's not just because we're worshiping video games or whatever. It's what we like to do. And so nobody wants to sit and be by themselves. So there's lots and lots of places and lots of ways for you to go ahead and find other people that are just like you, that are into the same stuff as you. And I'm telling you, you're going to have a lot more fun overall once you just get out of your comfort zone a little bit, invite yourself to the party, get in there and go do some things, and suddenly it won't feel so awkward. It'll be real comfortable, and then there will be people coming over trying to talk to you, because the next thing you know, you won't be the new kid on the block anymore. You're going to be there. People are going to remember you. It's crazy. Be a gamer and talk to other people who are also gamers, and you feel like you're part of a community as opposed to being the outcast sitting there by yourself. So anyway, that's my words of wisdom this week. That's really the only thing that's been on my mind since last weekend. And got a couple questions for everybody if you're out there and you're still watching at the end of the video. I've been thinking about going back and doing some more reviews, and there's a lot of games that just came out. Obviously, Doom, Uncharted 4, things like that. A lot of the big games have just come out, but it looks like there's going to be a little bit of a downturn for the next few months. And I was thinking about bringing back one of the videos that I used to do, the Shaken Game reviews, where I have all of my entire collection in my phone, and I shake it up and it just picks a game for me. Let me know if you think that's funny, or if you'd like to see some more of that, because it's something I would be willing to do, and something I'd be into doing. Or if there's some games that you'd like me to cover, something that isn't necessarily new. I have a ton of old games, and I have access to, lots of different things that we could do here on the channel. So give me some suggestions if you think you'd like to see some more of the Shaken Game reviews, where we just pick something at random, even if it's not that great. Because, even when you collect video games, not every one of them is a 10 out of 10. You know what I mean? Some of them, you collect them just because they're fun to have in your collection, but they might not be the best. Could be fun to do a video on those, though. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you have other games that you'd like me to cover or whatever. But anyway, that's all I've got for you this week on Father Knows Best. And just like always, remember, you never outgrow video games. I'm Chad the Gaming Dad, and this is Dad's Games. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. So long, everybody.